Up. Tap rack ready. Tap the magazine, rack the slide. Good. Now fire 2 rounds. Hey, Safety Man here with another tactical training tip. Still getting a lot of negative feedback when I advise potential clients that they should qualify on every pistol or handgun they intend to carry under New Jersey's Permit to Carry a Handgun or CCW law. Let me just explain why. And I've run this by several attorneys, criminal defense attorneys, prosecutors, Attorney General's office, and my own 33 years of law enforcement experience. If you, heaven forbid, get into a deadly force situation and you utilize a firearm that you have no proof that you trained or qualified with, you are basically just giving the person you shot or his or her estate or some innocent person who was hit by a stray bullet or a bullet that passed through the person you were shooting, you are just giving them open game on just destroying your credibility of using deadly force in a safe, effective, lawful, moral fashion. Do the training. Practice constantly. Document your practice. Sometimes take video. Write down in a little note section every time you go to the range how many rounds you fired, what skills you practice, because when you go to court, they're going to look at everything possible. Just go back in history and look at every trial, every court hearing of every controversial law enforcement shooting. And it all comes down to these several factors: the training and experience of the person involved in the shooting, and what would a reasonable person have done, and finally, did he or she follow the minimum recommended standards that were put out there. You don't want to be at the minimum recommended standards. You want to be at the best standards, at the highest standards. One, being at the higher standards is going to give you the ability to win your deadly force encounter. And number two, it's going to give you a better ability to win any court proceeding that you're involved in. So please contact Safety Man Security. The standards that I set a year ago, 3 days after the Supreme Court decision was made, the Bruin decision was made, I was out qualifying people, and everybody that I qualified is still qualified at a higher standard than what the state has just put forth. Contact safetyman.co or at safetymanco 609-975-9275 to get the best standard in training ethically, legally, morally, and effectively on survival. Train now.